Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello friends. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Hopefully everyone's feeling well rested. I think it's been a weird week. It's been like kind of funky for just the general vibe. I feel like there's a lot of like staticky energy in the air right now, but hopefully we're coming out of that. Also, pardon any interruptions. I have placed an Instacart order, and if I have to pause for whatever reason to address a question or something for them, I might have to do that, but it won't be long. Hi, Amy. So, I feel like you eat a lot of food that I've never had before. That actually sounds really good. But why, for some reason in my head, when I think about that, it makes me think that it's a cold food, not a warm food. Love it. I am getting a yes for you, Amy. The King of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Cups. I was like, wait, what is it? Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I will say it's sad and hurtful to see him view my snap and be active in snap but not say anything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still here. I'm just moving y'all around really quickly because I want to make some tea. I'm still here. Nadine, I got a yes, the 2 of cups. You guys can see my cat probably just sitting there on the floor. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. It was actually a gift from my work, the old place that I used to work at. I just realized my camera is like upside down. I used to make tea all the time at work, and they gave me a Amazon gift card for Administrative Manager Day, and I got myself a tea kettle. I actually didn't bring it to work. I just use the hot water at work, but I use it at home all the time. This one is really nice. I've had it for a couple of years, and you can actually set like specific temperatures. So like, you know how when you make different teas, you want to set it to different temperatures if you're making it the right way. It's like you're spending time with me. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the Yogi sweet lemon everyday immune, supports immune function. I really want to do the bedtime tea, but right now I just don't feel like that's something I want to do at the moment. I don't want to get sleepy. Some of my favorite parts of making tea is all of my different types of mugs that I have. This one's so cute to me. Oh, this is fun. I love that it's fun for you. You said, yeah, I'm hoping I can get a good amount for my guitar when I go sell it. Ooh, are you not doing, like, are you not playing your guitar anymore, or are you just getting a different one? Trying to get the little label off of my honey right now. Stuck on there. Hey, Zara. I have a bunch of different mugs in my little, was it cabinet, kitchen cabinet? Zara, I will be right with you. I'm just making tea really quickly, so just hang out. All right. So Zara says, was my spirit guides taking me through the video that I was watching yesterday. Let's see. Oh, I have King of Pentacles. So I have a yes. I think that's the second time the King of Pentacles has come up today, actually. Just okay, my guitar enough and the strings are too strong for my fingers. Oh, gotcha, you just don't play it enough. Oh, Zara, I'm happy that resonated with you. Like a lot of honey with my tea. I actually have like a loose leaf tea and filter. I haven't used that in a while. But this says, uncage your heart, free your heart, let it be wild. All of it comes with like these cute little, this brand, they have these like cute little things, almost like a fortune. My hands and fingers are also small and short, Amy. You're not alone. Yeah, I'm doing honey with lemon. I've been doing stevia in the raw lately, but I thought I could use a little bit of extra immunity boosting antibacterial properties with the honey. Does anyone else have a yes/no question they would like to ask? Oh, does Capricorn want Sag girl? Ah, very hot. Ooh, I am getting a yes, the Chariot and the Queen of Wands here. Chariot and the Queen of Wands. Those are both yeses. Need to get some vitamins. I actually was thinking about that yesterday because Brennan really needs to get more vitamins because he was taking them all throughout, like maybe a week before the wedding, and then he was taking them while we were like doing our wedding, and then when we got back he had maybe like a week or two left, but he just ran out and suddenly he's getting sick. So I don't think that's really a coincidence. I think that the vitamins were helping him get through, and then now they're not. You're welcome, Sag girl. Just getting things set back up real quick. Oh wait, I think I had it right. First time around. Yeah, that was right. That threw me off for a second. Bear with me, folks. While I try to get my thing set back up. Chariot, Queen, Wands meaning. So the Chariot talks about determination, wanting to move forward, feeling devoted to someone or something. A lot of times the Chariot can depict feeling torn on occasion because you're following one thing and feeling like you have to do something else. So like the Chariot has a light and shadow side, and so a lot of times people can feel like the Chariot talks about feeling like you have to be in two places at once, or you're torn in two places. Yeah, Ray, you can donate. Absolutely. We're about to finish up our free list now. And the Queen of Wands talks about being attractive or attracted to someone or something, feeling confident, feeling like for example, if you use the phrase, oh, that person turns heads, meaning like they catch the attention of a lot of people, that's the Queen of Wands. And so with the Chariot and the Queen of Wands together, it would make me feel like this person is like focused on you, like devoted to you. A lot of times Chariot can have tunnel vision, so if he's very attracted to you, and he's just like interested in pursuing you. That's kind of what I got from that. Y'all just went on like a whole journey with me to my kitchen. All right. Like a little adventure. I can do more streams like that where I take y'all around, cook, clean, whatever. I have been, because I like the hangout streams. Honestly, I think those are a lot of fun when people are just coming in and hanging out. I did that once when I was making dinner. And people were just coming in and like you guys were just asking me like spiritual questions. You weren't like getting readings per se, but you asked me like my thoughts on this or that, or asked me about my personal life, or what my thoughts were on certain things. We just kind of had like a little chat while I was making dinner. And it's funny enough because I actually did that on a night that I was making the same dinner that I'm making tonight. So. Ray, thank you for the donation. I'm ready for you, girl, whenever you are. Yeah, exactly. But instead of like using tools of divination, you guys would ask like questions about, I don't know. Sometimes you guys ask like how me and Brennan met, like what do I like to do besides doing tarot. I might post like a Q&A on my channel to see if there's any questions that you guys have for me, and then I'll read those while I'm cooking or cleaning. Hey Lizzie, welcome in. Ray, I have your question. Lizzie, I'm going to do your free read really quickly, and then we're going to move on to donations. Will Lizzie get pregnant next year? Will Lizzie get pregnant next year? Lizzie, I am getting a no here with the Four of Swords. This card also came out. It's making me feel like some patience is required here where the situation is concerned, but you will be happy in the end. All right, Ray is here for her donated read. So for the types of readings that I'm doing today, you're getting an in-depth reading, which is up to 10 cards, up to 10 tarot cards, plus Oracle added into your reading. So you're actually getting kind of like a discount with these types of readings. Let's see. Ray says, what will be my love story with my future husband? What will be her love story? Okay, so they're saying that you're going to meet after surrendering, after letting go of expectations. It almost feels like the second that you are like done looking for someone, Liz or Ray, it almost seems like the second that you're done, like the second that you're like, you know what, it's fine, like maybe one day for me, but I'm not too worried about it right now, like boom, that's when it's going to happen for you. It's showing like it's going to happen after some type of feeling of surrender, some feeling of needed change and walking away. And here Spirit is saying that this will be divinely guided, Wheel of Fortune. Essentially, it's making me feel like your person, like your husband is right here, like your husband is here and waiting, and they're waiting to divinely intervene to introduce the two of you together. So I think it's really important to consider anything that you have like maybe put a little hope into that hasn't worked out in the past. Just be okay and be at peace with letting that go, because I feel like this future person is here for you and they're just waiting. I feel like spirit's just like, as soon as she is ready, like we're ready to introduce. And it feels almost like it comes from a time of like you just saying, I don't need to know, I don't need to control everything, I don't need to see how this is going to happen or see how it's going to play out. I'm at peace with being by myself. And yeah, one day I will meet my person, but I'm not going to stress about how or when or why. This card talks a lot about letting go of control or surrendering the need to know everything. I do feel like the type of relationship that you guys have with one another will be one of healing, and Six of Swords makes me really feel like this person is your calm, this person is your steady, this person is your safety. They're the type of person that you can come home to and just fall into their arms and just feel the sense of comfort. Maybe their body actually feels very healing to you. I can relate to that personally. I feel like my husband should have been like a massage therapist because he's incredibly healing. Like you can literally feel it coming off of his hands. And I've never felt that from anyone ever in my whole entire life. And so I do feel like you get that sense of peace from this person. You get the sense of protection and safety, that you can be your most authentic, soft, feminine self and just kind of soften into this life with this person. I feel like anything is up for grabs with your future husband. You guys could I feel like your wants and needs and your goals are constantly changing. And I feel like this person's along for the ride. This person's like, I'm here for it. Like, you know, you might meet each other and say that one day you want to live in California, and then maybe a year from then you both change your mind and decide you want to stay where you're at. But it's just like this ever changing thing. But the beautiful part is that you guys are always on the same path. You have the same desires, no matter if they change or if they stay the same. You guys are still here, like wanting the same things. And I feel like the future is limitless for you guys as far as like what you do for a living. Do you have children? Hey, Deepika, welcome in. I do have PayPal. Let me grab that for you. All right. So right, it does feel like you guys have this you come together and you communicate about what is your future going to look like, and they say one thing and you say something else, and they're like, yeah, that sounds great. Oh, and your idea sounds good too. And you kind of just roll with the punches and go with the flow and see where you guys end up. But the beautiful part is that no matter what you want, you always want the same things, whether it stays the same or it changes. You guys evolve and change very effortlessly, seamlessly. You change together in a way that just brings you guys closer to each other. I think that when you meet this person, you do feel like they're divinely created for you. You feel like this is where you're supposed to be. Things just kind of fall into place and feel very right. And then there's this inherent knowing, like this like intrinsic acknowledgement within you that just feels like intuitively, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is who I'm supposed to be with. Let's see. Your communication style is fairly compatible. I do feel like maybe towards the beginning of the relationship, maybe the first 2 years or 3 years, you guys are trying to maybe shed some old and bring in some new. And you guys might find yourselves arguing a lot more towards the beginning of the relationship as you acclimate yourself with the connection, to make those necessary adjustments for one another. But I think that later on in life, like in your like 4th, 5th, 6th year, something like that, things start to kind of balance out. And I'm not saying conflict, like you guys are fighting over the same things over and over. I think you guys find an issue, have a discussion, make the changes, and move on. And you guys don't go back to that same argument over and over. You guys, if an argument happens, it's likely the first issue that's come up, and you guys figure out how to work through it, and then you move forward. But as you guys are acclimating yourself to this new connection, to this new relationship, some things are going to start popping up, some triggers are going to start happening, and it's something that you both are going to have to work through. Eventually, though, and even in the beginning it's still healthy, but eventually it starts to feel very, very healthy. Like you guys just get along very well. And I think that one of like the biggest signs of a healthy relationship is that you guys don't fight over the same things over and over and over. You guys are able to have a mature conversation, acknowledge where the faults are in a sense and where adjustments need to be made, and then you guys do everything you can to not fall into that pattern again. And I think that's incredibly healthy, and I feel like that's kind of what I'm seeing for your connection. I feel like you guys both have this deep, meaningful, almost like a true love feeling, and I think that it is going to require some patience from both parties, but I think overall you guys are extremely compatible for each other. Let's see. Love story with future husband for Ray. Oh my God. I literally have this card. I use this word. That's crazy. So at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and everything will work out. New beginning, new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Healing. I literally said this. This is so crazy. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Only time will tell. And that's kind of like this card where I was talking about. It's just like a divine intervention. Let's see here. We also have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So this could be someone that you meet, but maybe you don't actually like know that they're into you right away. Maybe it's something that eventually comes out over time. And then at the bottom of the deck, the relationship is playful. Lots of laughing, having fun together, and lots of love. And I'm going to actually flip these cards over really quickly just so you can see the images on them. In case those speak to you as well. So because we have new beginning, I feel like you do not know them. Deepika, I got your donation. What is your question? Okay, because Secret Mastermind also came up, and you know you can. Secret Admirer also came up, and you can have a new beginning with someone you know as well. But thanks. Well, Ray, if you remember earlier in the reading, because I had said you're very true, very true. Everything you're saying is absolutely correct. But I said earlier in the reading, like towards the beginning, is that I do feel like this is someone new. You also had the Five of Swords, which felt like it's at a time where you just let go of any control or expectations, and something new can come in for you. And I specifically said that anything that hasn't worked out is something that you have to be at peace with and let it go. I don't know why I would have said that if this was someone that already exists in your life, but your intuition is going to be more accurate for your life than mine is. So take what resonates for you. Absolutely. Amy, yes, I will be on later on tonight. Oh, that's interesting. One of your cards that I just picked up from over here had another card stuck to it, right? And it says, it's important right now to take a step back and spend time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. I have not done any holiday stuff at all, period. My plan was to do it. Deepika, I'm shuffling for you right now, okay? My plan was to do it the weekend after Thanksgiving, but I ended up taking my nephew out for his birthday, and then when we got back we were just really tired, so I was like, all right, well, we'll do it the following weekend. But the following weekend was my nephew's actual birthday party. So that was kind of crazy. So I'm hoping by this weekend I can have all of our Christmas stuff up, because like I love having it up just before or by Thanksgiving. So I'm slacking a little bit this year. All right, Topeka says, when will I get married to Pawan? All right, so I'm specifically getting no timing. Things are up in the air and need to settle. The Ace of Wands means that it can happen right away, or maybe there's no timing at all. I feel like things seem a little bit kind of uncertain at this time. A lot of times the decisions that we make need to be set in stone first. So it's possible that Pawan, if that's his name, hasn't officially decided to like when to get married, and maybe you haven't yourself as well. Sorry about that glare. So I kind of am feeling like it's just like not really something that I can give you an answer to at this time. I can, however, let you know, like generally, if I think I'm picking up like any kind of timing at all. Again, I just want you to keep in mind that it's probably not set in stone. I am getting that it will happen sometime in summer to fall. And what other information am I getting? Summer to fall. That's what I feel like. I don't know if that's next year. I don't know if that's 2 years from now. But yeah, but anyways, so Deepika, I can pull a couple more cards for you on this subject. Did you have like a different question you want to ask about this person, or do you want me to just keep pulling cards and see if I can get any other information for you? I feel like there's something about Christmas decor that can just make you feel so cheerful and happy inside, and like seeing your tree plugged in every single night. And we got these little timers. My table's just moving all over the place. We got these little timers off Amazon, and you actually have an app where you can put timers on them. So for example, hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. Deepika, I got your additional question. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I told you that I might have an issue with Instacart. But anyways, I was saying about this is that you can just set a timer and then you can have it set so every single day your tree or whatever your decorations are can be turned on at a certain time every day. And it's always really a lot of fun. Exactly, Amy, I agree. What do you have for me and Pawan? Will my father accept Pawan? Topeka wants to know, will her father accept Pawan? Does he feel that he's good for her? I think the thing is that he's uncertain that Pawan is good for you, Topeka. I think that he feels like Pawan has some growing up to do. He has some things to learn. I'm not necessarily getting that your father is going to be very accepting or eager to accept him, at least in the beginning. I feel like he has a lot of thoughts about this person. Maybe he feels like you guys are like compatible personality wise, but I think that feels like this person can either be like kind of immature or still rely on other people. And I think he's worried about you being taken care of and you being provided for. So I feel like Spirit here is saying that things will happen in divine timing. There's nothing that we can rush at this moment for this to happen. I'm also getting that you might have to take action here. If you might have to be the person to convince your father that this person is good for you or this person is right for you. I just do feel like right now things are just very quiet. Things are very silent. I don't necessarily get the sense that things are moving along for you when it comes to this person. Yeah, I think that right now things just aren't very fruitful. I don't think that you're going to get exactly what you're looking for from this situation right now. So Topeka, that is what I have for you. Thank you for your donation. I hope I was able to answer your questions in a beneficial way. Let's me check and see if there's any other donations. Hopefully my tea is a little bit cooled off now. All right, so we are all caught up on donations. So whoever donates next, you will be, or whoever donates will be next. Go ahead and throw these back in here. All right, so right now I'm actually going to go to my community tab and put that I'm going to do a Q&A. And what questions do you guys have for me? I forgot to update you on T, so I don't know if you remember Noah, my little brother's friend. I do remember Noah, yes. Let's see. You ended up being right on how over time he was wondering and thinking, like, what do you think of me? Wow. And he confessed his feelings to me. Damn. While drunk through text. That's so crazy. Because he said similar words to what you said, which was, I want you. Amy! Girl, okay, so way to bury the lead. What the heck? How do you feel about that? Dang, that's crazy. I sadly had to turn him down, of course, because I told him I just couldn't in good conscience be in a relationship with him. Aww. And like, you know, he's 20, so he's young. I'd rather be with someone's last relationship than their first. Yeah, that's actually a good point. What did he say? Mentally, emotionally unstable. I want to ruin you when I know you're a decent, good person. He really tried to say to me, oh my God. Oh my God. Amy, this guy is going for you. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. Sir, I have a good 3 more years under my belt, and you just kept telling me I want you, and I had to say no, and no means no. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm proud of you for like doing what you feel is the right thing. But I also am like, damn girl, like that might have been a little fun for you. I just remember one time I fell asleep in his car and I was kind of half asleep, and I remember him faintly asking, am I asleep? Because, you know, we finally arrived to my house because we were just hanging out and driving all night. But of course I didn't answer because I'm half asleep. Oh my gosh. Amy! I honestly though, like, I don't know. I just feel like you're looking for someone who like is wanting to give to you equally, you know what I mean? And like here you got this person who is like desperate for you and you're turning him down. What in the telenovela? Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So aside from being the better person and like doing the right thing, what are your thoughts on him? Hey Ray, that sounds good. In my head, I felt like I kind of like him, but then my feelings for Jordan were stronger. So that's why I ended up turning him down. Amy, but here's the thing, like you don't know what's going to happen with Jordan, and you could be like saying no to a sure thing when you like for a thing that you're uncertain about. And it doesn't mean that you have to jump into a relationship with this guy. You know, you can just have fun and hang out and see what happens. And maybe in a month or two, you'll be surprised that actually you're more fond of Noah than you are of Jordan or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know that Noah doesn't care about that shit. You know, he's like, I don't give a fuck if you care about me being vulnerable or not. He's like, I just want you. Like, he doesn't care about that. Crazy. All right, Ray, I'm shuffling for you now. So, Ray, I can't say for sure if this is someone that you know already or not. I know that when you hear secret admirer, it sounds like someone that you already know. But to me, when I was reading that in the last reading, I was saying that when you meet them, it may not be something that you know right away that they're admiring you in secret. So just keep that in mind. Secret admirer doesn't mean a current secret admirer. It could mean that you meet this person and then they secretly admire you, and then eventually you find out that they're interested. You can have a secret admirer in the future whom you haven't met yet. So I just wanted to be clear about that. But I still have some more cards to pull, so give me just a second. Yeah, Amy, I completely hear you and I understand that for sure. I think you made the best decision for yourself in that moment. But I also just was, as your reader, I don't want you to turn down something that could potentially be what you're looking for something that you aren't really getting much out of it at this time. And it's possible that meeting someone or going with someone or being with someone new could potentially bring Jordan back around because your energy has changed. Amy, I'm going to get back to you in just a second, okay? So, Ray, I feel like this person that we're describing right now is someone who does not back away from challenges. I feel like they pick their battles. They're not one who's going to constantly get in a huff and puff about something that's irrelevant. I think that they know when to get upset, truly upset. But I think that when there's a challenge or something seems hard, they're not the type of person that's just going to walk away. I feel like they have a very good head on their shoulders. So if you currently know someone who doesn't back down to challenges, who doesn't let their fear overtake them, who doesn't self-sabotage, who's ready to face things head on and not avoid confrontation, then we could be talking about someone that you already know. But I feel like this is a very strong personality trait of this person that we're talking about, is that they are not scared. They're not scared. They don't run and hide. They are very direct. You don't have to worry about or wonder what they're thinking, what they want. They're very straightforward with their intentions. I feel like this person does not provide confusion. This person provides clarity because this person knows what it is that they want. I feel like this person is the type of person that wears their heart on their sleeve. They are charismatic, they're charming. They also probably are the type of personality to compliment you all day. They can point out so many different aspects of your physical nature and your characteristics and personality traits that appeal to them, and they verbalize this. This is the type of person that likes words of affirmation, likes to tell you what they're thinking, how they feel about you, what they like about you, and just be very vocal about these things. I feel like this is someone who instantly they feel familiar to you. You have a lot in common. And I'm not just talking about your personalities get along. I'm talking about you have the same thought process, the same beliefs, the same values, the same goals. This person almost feels like they're a part of you because you guys are so similar. You could even have had similar childhood experiences. For instance, you could both be the oldest siblings. You could be the youngest siblings. You could be the middle siblings. You could be have the same amount of kids, like brothers and sisters. You could have the same like parent structure, like where your parents stayed together over the years and so did theirs, or if your parents got divorced, theirs did too. You might realize that you guys went to the same school at some point, or you guys were born in the same place but maybe spent your life apart. Like there's a lot of parallels to your life with this person that I'm picking up. It's just very, very similar, and you're kind of like, that is so weird. Like, how have we not crossed paths already? Like, how have we like not run into each other, considering like the way that we were raised or the way that our family unit was. And I'm assuming similar like spiritual beliefs, similar religions, things like that you have in common with this person as well. There's just this general like cohesiveness and synergy between your life and their life, where there's a lot of common interest and things in common that you guys have with one another, and it just seems kind of weird. So that's the kind of person that we're describing here for your secret admirer. I'm going to pull some archetype cards as well. I just have to grab those from my office really quickly, so give me a second. Took way too long to find those things. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so first card out, we have Warrior. This person has strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroicism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So this person, again, like I said, rises up to the challenge. They are not afraid. They are brave. And again, we get the warrior archetype here. This person also doesn't allow his ego to lead. I feel, knows that he has an ego, but really tries very hard to be as selfless as possible. This person is the type of personality that will inspire you and lead you to bettering yourself, make you feel like you're the type of person, he's the type of person that makes you feel like you're working towards achieving a higher, better version of yourself, because he will guide you. He's not going to bring you down. He's going to bring you up. He's going to make you feel like he's adding value to your life. Let's see. We have Scribe, preserving knowledge and information. So this person could very well be like a very old soul, someone who can see things from a different perspective or a different light. Again, I feel like this person is more like instructing you or guiding you through your relationship in a very meaningful and positive way. It's not this person that's going to try to confuse you or make you feel like you don't know where you stand. I feel like this person really, really wants you to know where it is you stand in their life. They could also be someone who helps others. We have Samaritan and engineer. So I feel like it's possible this person, well, first of all, I'm getting that this person might self-sacrifice a little bit too much. They might care too much about others because they put other people ahead of themselves, which can definitely be a good attribute. It's a honorable quality to have, so long as you're not sacrificing yourself. But I feel like he could be very helpful to other people to almost like the detriment. That's a process that he has to work through. But I feel like generally this person is a really good person, cares a lot about helping other people, focusing a lot on others and what their needs are. We have the engineer, which says ability to give creative energy, practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So he could be some type of innovative mind. He might be a visionary. He might be the type of person that it's really easy for him to see solutions to problems. And so that could be partly like his life purpose or his career as well. Something tells me, Ray, that the person that I'm describing right now is not necessarily someone that you can picture that you know already. But if a lot of these qualities, if like 95% of them hit the nail on the head, and you can actually like basically like tie these qualities and these characteristics to someone that you already know, then you probably are right. Then maybe it is someone that you know already. But if it's like just like 1%, like if it's just like a couple of things might sort of make sense or resonate for you for someone you know, it probably isn't that person. So just take that as guidance as to the person that I'm describing right now for you. And then Amy said, but he didn't say anything after I said I hope you weren't being nice to me just because you liked me. Right, I know what you mean. I'm still talking to other people while Jordan is not talking to me. So I don't know, Amy. I think it's possible that he might have just felt kind of burned. Not in a way where like you hurt his feelings, but I think he could have felt disappointed. And at that point, it might have been hard for him to continue clarifying what he thinks of you because he might have been confused. He might have been hoping for a different outcome. And at that point, when you had said, I hope you weren't being nice to me just because you liked me, he might just not feel the need to elaborate on that because he probably was already feeling disappointed in your response. So it doesn't mean that that is the case. It just means that he didn't have anything to say about it at that time. Amy, he probably honestly would only want to hear from you if you change your mind. I think that by reaching out to him but saying the same things might to him feel like rubbing salt in a wound. So unless you're changing your mind or unless you like have come to a different perspective that he would want to hear, I think you could just kind of let it be what it is. He'll get over it. He'll get over it. But when someone says I care about our friendship after you kind of like confess your feelings for someone, like it is kind of, it's a kick in the nuts just to be honest, because that person doesn't want to be friends. If that's what they wanted, they wouldn't have confessed their feelings for you. So it's nice to know that you care about him and you care about his well-being. But I think for him, he's young. That hurt his ego a little bit. I think you would just probably be doing more harm than good, even though you're trying to like make him understand that you care about him. It might be hard for him. You know what I mean? It might be hard for him to hear that kind of thing. You said, oh, let me shut my door real quick. True. I guess in my mind, I just don't want to ruin and burn our bridge, you know. That's why I said no to him right now, because I just felt like he's not mature enough, because he's young and in that phase of, oh, I want a person or I want someone so I can do these things with not necessarily find out more about me or allowing our friendship to grow. I mean, I definitely feel like I get what you're saying, because circumstance and experience will just say that this person is young and that they're looking for A, B, and C. But I think it's also important that if you do communicate with him, You don't invalidate his feelings in a way that like you say, oh, this is just what you're looking for, because you don't know and you can't really tell someone what it is they want, what they feel, what they're looking for. And just because your experience or likelihood is that they're young and they don't know what they want doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. So I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I get it. Maybe you just kind of wish he didn't say anything at all, so that way you weren't put in this position in the first place, you know? And it's even a little harder with him being my little brother's friend. That actually makes a lot of sense because, you know, you don't want their relationship to get weird either, you know? Exactly, especially when my little bro dated his little sister. Oh my gosh, are you serious? For like a month or a few weeks, I told my other bestie I'm not the one I always talk about. And she was like, so apparently y'all's family just can't stay away from each other. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. I don't know, but you always hear, it's funny you call it a telenovela, but you always hear like these rom-coms where it's like the one person that you never really like gave a chance to and like kind of overlooked and whatever ends up being like the perfect person for you. And like the sad part is that if that happens, you have so much time that you're never going to get back because you waited so long to give that person a chance. And then you're like sad because you're thinking to yourself, like, if I had given them a chance so and so long ago, then I would have X more amount of years or months with this person. My bestie that recommended to see you, Luna, was like, why are you living that drama main character life? And I'm like, I don't like this main character drama because now Jordan is being weird. Oh, damn. Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's all for the plot. So Amy, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to making dinner. So I'll do a live stream while I do dinner. So just join me on that one if you want to, okay?